In the Naruto series, love was the main factor that triggered the Fourth Great War as Obito witnessed the death of his love interest Rin. A similar analogy is taking place in Boruto with the events of the recent chapter. So in which direction will this romance take the series? That's what we are gonna figure out in this video, so subscribe for more Boruto stuff and let's begin. The story of Boruto seemed to follow a very predictable and straightforward path until the final events of the Ishiki arc. Judging by the time skip sequence, it felt like Ishiki will somehow embed his karma on Kawaki, and eventually he will outlaw the shinobi system to become the main villain of the series. There were even theories of Kawaki being under Ishiki's control and Boruto calling him by his real name was just an attempt to bring him back to consciousness. All of these theories made sense until a major plot twist hit the series as Ishiki Otsutsuki faced defeat by the hands of his most precious vessel. The following chapters showed us how loyal Kawaki is to Naruto and is willing to put his own life on risk just for the sake of the 7th Hokage. Along with the rise of a new antagonist, Code, who in search of allies met the never before seen cyborgs of Amado, Aida and Daemon. Aida agreed to help Code in getting his powers back. In return, he would help her to get closer to Kawaki. But something really unexpected happened after Amado's kidnapping in chapter 71, as the old scientist successfully turned the tables against Code by manipulating Aida to join hands with Konoha. It was later revealed that Code has totally fell in love with the Moon Knight cyborg with the burning desire of becoming their one and only knight. However, even though he had reached his limitless form, there was barely anything that he could do to outpower Aida's brother Daemon, who as of now is the most broken character of the series. In the upcoming chapters, the cyborg siblings are gonna become Konoha allies as Code is all set to take his revenge from Kawaki. The white-haired cyborg has blamed Kawaki for everything from the death of Ishiki to stealing the girl he loved the most. Although Code is not himself sure if he's really in love with Aida or not, this romance factor might either end up taking the story of Boruto in a different direction or the complete opposite. Assuming that Kawaki has been madly manipulated by someone to end the era of shinobis, it's very unlikely that the love factor was what pushed Kawaki so far. Another thing that's too ironic in the time skip sequence is the disappearance of the 7th Hokage and Kawaki claiming to have a hand in it. We all know Kawaki devotes his life to Naruto, so saying that he simmed for Aida, which made him wage a war against the Leaf, would literally make zero sense. The revenge of Code must have some impact on Kawaki's character development, but there seems to be some really strong factor which influenced Kawaki in adapting that persona from the time skip sequence. The clouds of suspicion land on Amado as he has a master plan to execute with Kawaki's karma that could have influenced the Red Karma guy in going out of line. The reason behind this assumption comes from the fact that Amado has modified Kawaki with a shutdown code, yet he was able to bring in the destruction to the shinobi world. Now coming on to the romantic story that has just started in the series, it seems like Code will leave no stone unturned to destroy the Leaf and win the love of Aida. But at the end of the day, he shall again face defeat and dwell the same fate as Ishiki Otsutsuki, unless there are some more Otsutsukis involved who shall become his faithful allies. But in my opinion, even if Code finds the help of some Otsutsuki level beings, there is no guarantee that they are gonna stay faithful to him cause there is no reason for them to do so. Aida used Code for her own favor and abandoned him after their deal was over. A similar scenario could happen with the new allies of Code, cause at the end of the day, Otsutsukis are selfish, ambitious monsters with no sympathy for another being. In Aida's case, I really believe she has got some Otsutsuki traits, considering her never before seen dojutsu. The romance of Aida could also eventually fail for several reasons. Firstly, Kawaki ain't a sim, and secondly, Amado won't let anyone come between his master plan by any means. So the possibility of the cyborg siblings going down by some shutdown code of Amado is really high in my opinion. In conclusion, we can say that this side romance which is going on in the series will not prove beneficial to the main plot, as all eyes are on the fallout of Boruto and Kawaki that has been teased when the manga first began. The love triangle and the broken power scaling could just be a bridge to the time skip where the real mess between Kawaki and Boruto shall begin. We should also keep in mind that the debut of the Jogun could be just around the corner, which could give us a totally new aspect of decoding the flash forward scene. Here are some more Boruto videos, so don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel. I will see you next time.